Alien Romulus is here. We're going to give you a spoiler-free review. Let's do this. Alien Romulus stars Kaylee Spaney, David Johnson, Isabella Merced, and is directed by Fede Alvarez.
Run.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new 2024 review. This is easily one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I am a insanely massive fanatic of the Alien franchise. I love pretty much all the movies. AVP, yeah, those are a big step down. But, you know, even as far as like Resurrection, I can have some fun with that movie. Yeah, that's definitely a step down too. Okay. For the most part, I just say at least 4, maybe 5 now of these movies I put in the like top tier of franchise horror. And we'll get into that when we do the ranking. I'm going to do a ranking after this. I'm going to do a spoiler review. So definitely subscribe to Drumdums if you haven't done it yet, because I got a lot of Alien content coming up. And then we're jumping right into the Crow. I'm going to do a new Crow ranking. Spoiler, non-spoiler for that. I mean, I'm exhausted already just saying it. A lot of content coming forward, but I'm doing it for you guys, all right? So all I ask is just hit that subscribe button. Let's have some fun, damn it. As of right now, my out-of-theater reaction has over 15,000 views, which is insane to me. Thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to watch that. I think that's just because there's a lot of Alien fans. There's a lot of hype around this movie. People are excited for a new Alien movie that is really kind of getting back to form. So before we go any further, let me give you a quick plot synopsis. There is this colony with these group of young adults. This cast looks like a group of people that, you know, they're blue-collar workers, sort of like some of the characters that you had in the original Alien. And they're kind of fed up with their lot in life, and they're wanting to ascend and move on to better things. And so they get this opportunity to all get together and go to this other station called Romulus. Of course, once they get there, then that's when we start seeing all the xenomorph action and whatnot. And yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you for a plot synopsis. All right, I'm going to be very careful with what I'm saying. Going into this, looking at the trailer, this looked like an Alien movie that was just going to go back to form as far as like the first movie goes. Just giving you an isolation type film with pretty much a creature feature that is picking off victims one by one. That is what the original movie is. That's exactly what this movie looked like according to the trailer. And I'll just say, boy, was I surprised pretty quickly about how many surprises there are in this movie. I guess you could say how many alien eggs are afoot, you know, I guess from a minefield type comparison. Yeah, there's a lot of spoilery type stuff in this movie that you don't want to go telling in a spoiler-free review, which that was very surprising and very, very refreshing. So just broad strokes, what I loved about this movie, oh my God, just the world that Fede has created in this. It looks like Alien, of course. We all have a set of parameters that we're looking for in an Alien movie. This definitely checks every single box, but I'd say visually it takes it a step up. Now, comparing this to like what Ridley Scott did in the first movie, oh my God, that was, for 1979, that was insanity how epic and beautiful that movie looked. It looked larger than life. It looked like $1 billion, right? And if I had to compare this to the original movie, I'd say that one felt larger once they get onto, you know, LV 426. For the most part, this movie does feel smaller in scale, more confined, you know, more, I guess, suited for a horror movie. I think pacing wise, this sort of follows suit with the original movie as well. You know, taking its time, getting to know the characters. There are some really interesting characters in this. One thing I think a lot of people were worried about was, I think this might be the youngest cast they've had in an Alien movie. There's no worries there. This is a really good script. These are very mature characters in here. There's no CW type chatter or anything like that. You're in good hands with Fede and Roto, who wrote this script. By the way, those guys, they are diehard Alien fans. I can just tell after watching this movie. They really try to honor the entire franchise. And there's so much I could go into spoiler-wise, which I will do in the spoiler review, but as a major fan of pretty much all the movies, I'm not going to lie, I was pumping my fist quite a few times, like, and really doing the Leonardo DiCaprio thing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with the pointing. Oh my God, there's that, and there's that, and there's that. But don't worry, it's not, some people are going to call this fan service, and maybe they're right, but I was just loving it. I was having a blast, and more importantly, it tied into the story, right? It wasn't like the characters, let's walk down a hallway and, there's a picture of something from Alien Resurrection. No, they don't do that. Everything is tied into what's going on in the movie, and it works really well. Let's talk about xenomorphs. I think that's a safe area. We know that there's going to be xenomorphs in this movie. We've seen them in the trailer. Or a xenomorph. As far as what they look like, and I think each director of every movie has had their own interpretation of what the xenomorph is supposed to look like. This might be my favorite. I think it is my favorite. I think Fetty has such a distinct vision, and he showed angles of the xenomorph that I had never seen before, and man, did it look sexy. And I'll even say this, there are aspects about the xenomorph I had never seen before until this movie. So they are taking liberties, and I mean that in the best way, of expanding this story, showing things that we might not have ever seen before in the alien universe, in the alien lore, and really that's just fun. It's like when we watch, like, say, the original Alien, and we might have a question about how the alien got from point A to point B visually, and maybe there's some more story to be told in that area, and they do that in this, which is really cool. Horror-wise, it is really bloody. It's graphic. Is it the most graphic Alien movie out of the bunch? It might be. It might be. But I would say it still puts the story in front of everything, because we all know, if you've seen, like, Don't Breathe, there are some nice surprises in that movie. Get ready for the same thing here. This isn't just Fede Alvarez wanting to give you a kill every 15 minutes and, splatter the screen with blood. No, the kills happen when they need to. And really, don't expect that kind of rhythm in this movie. Don't expect to be just constant kills all the way through. Like I said, they happen when they need to happen, and when they do happen, it's very satisfying, which I think that makes a movie even better, because then it's unpredictable. As far as cons, personally, I don't have any, especially after I've let this movie sit for a night. I can't get it out of my head. But I will say there are choices taken in this movie that I can already see some people might have an issue with, all right? And I probably wouldn't blame them, okay? But as a massive fan of this entire franchise, I love the chances that were taken in this story, and I couldn't get enough of it. And it definitely left me wanting more and wanting to rewatch the movie. I could literally watch it again today. It is that good. So right now, I'm giving this movie a Trapped on an Island. And I'll even say, in my out-of-theater reaction, I said that this might be top 5 horror of the year. Sometimes your stream of consciousness gets off. This is definitely probably top 3. Okay, and I think it is in my top 3 now. Favorite movies of the year. I think it's my number 2. I'm going to go see it again this weekend. It is fantastic. And guys, don't worry. There's so much I did not tell you. There are so many great little spoilers and Easter eggs and fun stuff in this movie that any Alien fan is just going to have a blast. All right. So, yeah, that's my non-spoiler review. I hope I did okay, not revealing too much. But I just want you guys to go out and enjoy the hell out of this movie. All right. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, Rudy Free for Fridays. Follow me Drumdums on my socials. Support me on Patreon. Buy me a coffee. Become a channel member. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.